Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alright, in this video, you'll be looking at the introduction of statistics, which is will focus on the variables and also the levels of measurements. Okay, so let's look at the type of variables that we have in statistics. So we have two types of variables. So the first one will be the quantitative variable, and the second one would be the qualitative variable. So what is quantitative variable? Quantitative, which comes from the word the quantity, right? So it's from the word quantity. Quantity means ada bilangan, all right? So when it comes to bilangan, which is you have numerical scale or numerical response, all right? But when it comes to qualitative, so the word is actually quality, all right? Quality, which is very subjective. So it is non-numerical. Sorry, this one is non-numerical. Or it is actually categorical response, all right? So sometimes we call it as non-numerical or categorical, which is the category. Okay, so the quantitative variable can be divided into two, right? So the quantitative variable can be divided into two. So the first one will be the discrete, right? Quantitative, or the second one will be the continuous quantitative. What is the discrete quantitative variable? So discrete meaning to say that it will be obtained by counting, and the properties of the discrete quantitative is actually precise. Dia lebih tepat dan kita dapat dia dengan cara mengira 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. But for continuous variable, it is by measuring. Kita bukan mengira, tapi kita mengukur dia. Contohnya panjang, kita ukur panjang. Tetapi by counting tadi, contohnya kedudukan di dalam kelas. Kedudukan pertama, kedua, ketiga. Tak apa, kita tengok lebih lanjut selepas ini. Alright, so in continuous quantitative variable, it is actually approximate. Tak berapa nak tepat, dia hanya anggaran saja. Alright, so we have scales of measurement. So usually for the quantitative variable, we have the interval and ratio. Sorry, when it comes with interval and ratio for the quantitative and the denominator or denominator for the qualitative. All right, so let's look at the next one. Right, so the quantitative variable can be divided into two, just now as I said. So the first one is discrete and the second one is continuous. So we know that this discrete, which is obtained by counting. Kita mengira. Sebagai contoh, number of students. Bilangan pelajar di dalam kelas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kita tak boleh kata dalam kelas itu ada 1.25 pelajar. Saya takut kalau ada 0.25 pelajar dalam kelas. Dia kena ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tak boleh 6.5, tak boleh 7.05, tak boleh. So bilangan pelajar mesti tepat, precise. Sama juga dengan saiz kasut. Bila kita dapat 6,5, 7, 8,5. Kita tak ada 8.25178. Tidak. Itu continuous. But for saiz kasut, dia tepat. Okay? Dia kena tepat. Kan? Alright. So we have 6,5, 7, 7,5. So these are the examples for the discrete quantitative variable. But for continuous variable, where we obtain by measuring, kita mengukur dia. Dia adalah anggaran, right? Approximate. Like for example, length, panjang. Panjang dia, panjang telefon boleh jadi 7.55 cm. Alright, contoh, right? So tinggi orang 175.58 cm, 170.01 cm, right? So times, masa yang digunakan 7.25 saat, 7.25 minit, 7.85 jam. Okay? Weights, berat pun sama, alright? Dan juga temperature, kita boleh dapat 16.55 degree Celsius and so on. Right, so berbeza discrete and continuous variable. Alright, so let's look at the next one. So in qualitative variable, alright, so qualitative variable is something which is obtained, which is non-numerical and it is categorical. So bila kita meletakkan dalam bentuk kategori yang bukan berdasarkan nombor, so like for example we have gender. Jantina, lelaki, male or female. Race, bangsa, boleh jadi Melayu, Chinese, Indian or others, right? So these are the examples. Dia categorical, dia tak ada nombor dekat sini. Religion, Islam, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, and so on, right? So next we have, color of skin, right? Color of skin, warna kuning langsat, warna Hijau pokok pisang, contoh. Warna kulit. Level of education, SPM, diploma, PhD, master and so on. Brand of shirts, Padini, H&M, Zara, Guess and so on. Okay, kita tak ada nombor kat situ. Types of occupation, jenis pekerjaan, cikgu, bomba, polis, lecturer, kan? RA, research assistant. Okay, that's the example. Right, so let's look at the example 1.2 where we have to determine whether it is qualitative, quantitative discrete, or quantitative continuous. All right, so the first one is brand of shoes preferred by athletes. So brand kasut, ada tak Puma, Adidas, apa lagi? Nike, right? So all these brands, kita tak ada nombor berdasarkan dia. So it is actually, this one is qualitative. Kita tak ada nombor, so it is categorical, so it is qualitative. Alright, so let's look at the second one. Student CGPA in a semester. Okay, CGPA pelajar, of course, ada 3.75, 3.65, 4.00 kan. Right, so that one is of course quantitative, but is it discrete or continuous? Quantitative. Of course, this one is continuous. Kenapa? Sebab kita ada 3.55, 3.65, okay? It is by approximating your subjects tadi kan. Alright. So next one, education level on employees. Education level kita tahu dia adalah kualitatif. Macam saya sebut tadi, ada diploma, SPM, degree, master, PhD and so on. Minutes remaining in an examination, right? Boleh jadi 10.25 minit, 10.85 minit, boleh jadi 7.250 minit, right? So that one would be ada nombor, so of course quantitative, but because it is quantitative, we have to decide whether it is continuous or discrete. It is actually continuous, all right? So next one, amount of money in a bank. Of course, duit bilangan, quantitative, and it is continuous. Okay, so basically it is something like this. Senang saja nak bezakan kualitatif dan kuantitatif. Kualitatif categorical, quantitative numerical. Alright, berdasarkan kategori kualitatif, berdasarkan nombor quantitative. Right. So let's look at the number 5. Okay, sorry. The next one, which is the scales of measurements. So actually, in under measurement, we can divide into 4 scales, which are nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio. All right. So let's look at the first one, nominal. Apakah itu nominal? Where under nominal measurement, the number is assigned to classify the class. So the keywords is here, classification, classify the class. Like for example, kita hanya letak nombor, like for example dekat kita punya soalan survey, 1 lelaki, 2 perempuan. So itu nombor yang untuk classify the class. So like for example, gender, place of birth, tempat lahir, marital status, janda, bujang, berkahwin, duda, and so on. Okay. Alright, so number 1, that one is nominal. We are done with nominal. I hope you are clear with that. Let's look at the second one, ordinal. Ordinal daripada perkataan order, susunan. Number assigned to indicate order or ranking. That's the keyword. Like for example, position in a class. Kedudukan pertama, kedua, ketiga. Job satisfaction level. Sangat puas hati, tidak puas hati biasa, tidak pasti. Itu ada susunan dia. Right? So there has been a ranking. Like for example, top 3 students, top 3 best food in Malaysia. Kedudukan pertama siapa? Kedudukan kedua siapa? Kedudukan ketiga siapa? Alright. So customer satisfaction, of course, customer satisfaction will be the ordinal. Okay, order. Okay. So biasanya macam ini ni. Okay, kalau kita ada saiz kasut, of course ordinal, mengikut susunan dia. Alright. Saiz t-shirt pun saya rasa sama ya. Alright. So number 3. We'll have interval. In interval, number assigned to indicate differences, perbezaan antara dua perkara, perbezaan antara objek. For example, temperature in degrees Celsius. Kenapa kita kata temperature in degrees Celsius? Like for example, kita nak compare 0 degree Celsius dengan 16 degree Celsius. Boleh tak kita kata 16 degree Celsius adalah 16 kali ganda lebih panas daripada 0? Tak boleh. Okay, dan kita tahu 0 degree Celsius bukan bermaksud dia tak wujud. Dia wujud tapi nilai dia 0. Okay, itu maksud dia tidak mempunyai no meaningful zero. Means 0 wujud. 0 means benda tu exist. But under ratio, 0 means benda tu no exist. Okay, no exist. Alright. What does it mean? For example, kita kata tinggi seseorang itu 0 cm. So bila tinggi 0, ada tak tinggi 0? Tak ada. Maksud benda tu tak wujud. So maksudnya it has meaningful zero. Meaningful zero maksudnya 0 tak wujud. Kalau dia tidak mempunyai meaningful zero, maksudnya 0 wujud. Okay, meaningful zero. Time, contoh time, 0000, contoh time, 0000. Kan, ni pukul 12 malam. Wujud benda tu, bukan tak wujud. Kan? Tetapi kalau dalam ratio, right, to indicate the actual value, berat. Contohnya berat someone is 0 kilogram. Ada tak dia? Tak ada lah. Kan? Tak wujud. Bila kata 0 mengatakan dia tak wujud, maka dia adalah meaningful zero. So it falls under ratio, which is number 4 here. Okay, temperature in Kelvin falls under ratio, but temperature in degree Celsius falls under interval. Okay, in fact untuk ratio ini kita boleh bandingkan menggunakan gandaan. Like for example, marks. Oh, so sikit, tak boleh. Macam mana nak basuhkan ya? Okay, tak apalah. Okay, markah, tinggi lah, tinggi Alright. So like for example, panjang-panjang, length. Okay, like for example, panjang 16 cm ialah okay, berapa 4 cm. So of course dia 4 kali ganda. Kita boleh buat gandaan untuk ratio. Tapi untuk interval tak boleh. Contoh kan kita ada okay, under interval time, masa. Contoh masa kita ada pukul 10 pagi. 10 pagi kita kata 4 kali ganda. Sorry, tak nak 4 kali ganda. 2 kali ganda. Pukul 2 petang. Boleh. Kita tak boleh nak compare macam itu. Tak boleh. So that one falls under interval. Tapi kalau period of time, boleh masuk bawah ratio. Kenapa? Kalau 0 maksudnya tak wujud waktu itu. Okay? Dan kita boleh buat gandaan. Like for example, kita ada 16 minutes. Maksudnya 2 kali ganda daripada 8 minit. Oh, yang ni lagi cepat daripada itu. Kita boleh compare begitu. Right? 2 kali ganda 8 minit. Right? So these are 4 levels of measurement. So the first one will be nominal, ordinal. The third one will be interval dan juga finally ratio. Okay? Under nominal, kita tak boleh nak buat ranking. Nominal tak boleh nak buat ranking. Contoh tempat lahir. Kelantan, Terengganu, Pahang. Tak boleh nak buat ranking. Siapa nombor 1, siapa nombor 2? Tak. Tapi kalau kita kata top 3 negeri bersih, boleh. Top 3 negeri bersih. Yang pertama siapa bersih? Yang kedua siapa bersih? Ketiga siapa bersih? Itu ada ranking. Bila itu ada ranking masuk bawah ordinal. Order, susunan. Kan? Tetapi kalau kita tak ada ranking, tempat lahir mana lagi bagus? Tak. Kita tak boleh nak compare begitu. Alright? Maka dia jatuh bawah nominal. Tapi kalau dia ada ranking, maka dia jatuh bawah ordinal. Right? So these are 4 levels of measurement, scales of measurement. So I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching.